going to the little zoo with Dad. That is the Animal World and Snake Farm Zoo. And here it is. We are there. And it's my first time going. Alright. This is my first time going. The zoo is located over at the border of New Braunfels. This city I live in right now. Yeah, a bunch of snakes over here. Reptile here.
We have 2 adults. We do offer y'all different kinds of feed. They're both $3 a piece.
Yeah, we got this up here and yeah, by the way, that penny machine I used to love to do when I was little. Alright. We're gonna take a look at some snakes here. Oh man.
He's like the old him.
Oh yeah? Rattlesnake. Oh, okay.
See that one that you see right there?
Yes. So I heard rattlesnakes are starting to lose their rattle
Are they?
from an instinct
Whoa.
perspective because
I see one.
they're noticing there's a rattle.
Wow.
What's this?
What's this? Oh, jeez. What's this guy? Wait, what is that? Okay.
So you see how his head is
Oh man. There's like.
see his head?
Oh. Oh, chameleon. Oh yeah, we got chameleon here. Oh. Yeah. Oh man. That's like my stage. Poisonous. I don't want to deal with poisonous snakes. But they are beautiful though. They're poisonous.
I guess that's poison.
Poisonous snakes.
These are all poisonous snakes, I guess.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
Oh, look at it.
What do we got here? What do we got here? Oh.
Lizard.
Oh, lizard.
Be poisonous too, yeah.
Oh. Oh. Hey. We got a crocodile or alligator. They're babies though. Oh, it is. Oh, they're adorable. 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 Oh, they are those younger alligators. It's alligators. Hey. Oh. Oh.
Yeah. And in the water.
Oh, I see its tail.
Look at the eyes, man. There'll be a big python here.
Why? What kind of this?
Under the log.
My.
Big snake.
What kind of a snake is that?
Under the log.
Oh, the python? Oh man, it's huge.
And a big snake right there.
Really? A toucan? I have never seen one of those in person before. Toucan.
Cool.
That's my first time. My first time seeing those birds in person.
Hey, buddy.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty bird, pretty bird. Yeah.
Toucan. Hey. Okay, we're outside now. Here, we are peacocks over here. We are peacocks. What happened to there? Oh, there's chickens as well. There's peacocks and chickens everywhere. What happened to the peacock? Big, colorful feather. Oh. Okay. They're trying to do the mix. You're not trying to do. Oh, there's children. Oh, with lion pups. Oh,
Or snakes and talk about
alright,
some myths and things you guys might have heard of those guys
alright.
that may not be
We got the
quite
show
so
going
true.
on. Huh, interesting. Huh. Oh. So I can, correct that too?
AnimalWorld&SnakeFarmZoo. My name is Braunfels, and we're reptiles
Hi, baby.
Our job is to take care of all the reptiles we see here at the zoo.
Okay.
That includes the ones inside the main
There
building,
are roosters
as well as the
doing
ones
the
outside, such as these
cock-a-doodle-doo.
alligators and the tortoises and
I
that
know.
pen. So before we start, while we kind of wait for any people that might trickle into the show, just want to give you guys a little brief history of the zoo. So we were founded way back in 1967, and back then it started as just that main building. It was called Snake Farm, so as you would expect, there was a lot of snakes, maybe a few other reptiles and thousands of that in.
Flora.
Since then, though, about 10 years ago or so, we came into new management. And then it was our goal to improve and expand the zoo into what you guys see here today. Now, one of those improvements was to get accredited. We are officially accredited zoo to the Zoological Association of America, or the ZAA. But it also helps with our conservation efforts. So you guys probably got asking me out here if you wanted to donate $1 to help the animals. Well, that dollar goes to the ZAA. They work with groups around the entire world
What do they got here?
to help with animal conservation and habitat conservation, those kinds
I
of
wonder.
things. You never know, that dollar you might have donated could be going to animals that really, really need it right now. Another thing we want to see is that we're holding to a very high standard. So we have a higher standard of care for animals and for our facilities and for staff, talking about some things you guys might have heard over the years that may or may not be so true. So everyone say hello to Cash.
Oh my
Now Cash gives you the black pine snake. Now the first misconception we're going to start with is that a lot of people either don't really think about it or
Oh, what kind of a snake is that?
they think that snakes are silent animals, or that they don't make sound, or that they're incapable of making sound at all. And that's really not true. And Cash is a good example of a snake that can make a hada sound when he wants to. So whenever he's feeling grumpy with us or anything like that, when we go to pull him out to bring him out to the show, he'll let us know by giving us a little hiss. And what that hiss does, just him getting a little grumpy towards us, but in the wild, that's going to be a defense mechanism. So the first thing he's going to do if a predator or something he's not comfortable with gets a little too close, he's getting a little close to me. But if he gets a little too close and he feels uncomfortable, the first thing Cass is going to do is he's going to fill his lungs with as much air as he possibly can. That's going to make him look a lot bigger than he is now. And it's going to hopefully scare away whatever it is making him uncomfortable.
There's those over here. I love
What
that.
he's going to do is he's going to let all of that air back out. And it goes through an organ in his mouth called a glottis, which is like a little tube. And when it goes through that glottis at a high speed, it makes a pretty loud hiss. And people have said that when they see these guys go loud and they hiss at them, sometimes it's loud enough that it sounds like a little scream or a little roar. And they use that to stun or kind of stop whatever it is in their tracks and hopefully scare it away that way. And I'm pretty sure that if Cass is out here and he saw him and he screamed or roared at you, you'd probably stop and think twice too, right? So it works pretty well usually. And it scares away quite a few of those things that are going to try and make deals with these guys. Now, I absolutely love snakes. Been working with them for a lot of years, owned a lot of them. So I like to talk to people about snakes about as much as I possibly can, probably more than they would like to sometimes. And I've come to this conclusion that I think less people are afraid of snakes.
Yeah, it's like holding my snakes, right?
To get bit by a snake, venomous or non-venomous, it doesn't matter. It's not fun.
Definitely feels like holding my snakes.
People have learned over the years have been told what to look for in venomous snakes to tell them apart from non-venomous. Can anyone give me an example of that? A difference between a venomous and a non-venomous snake? So one of the big ones, Yeah, the shape of their head. So that's the big one. So people get told venomous snakes have nice pointed heads, like arrow shaped or triangle shaped, and non-venomous snakes have nice round, slender heads. And that's what to look for. And that is sometimes true, yes. So like rattlesnakes and copperheads, the vipers and stuff, they have those very prototypical triangle shaped heads. So it's easy to tell them apart, but it doesn't work all the time, because you look at Cash here, and he's got a triangle-shaped head, right? And he's completely non-venomous. His head is actually shaped like that because he's what's called a highly fossorial species. So that means he's going to spend a lot of time digging underground. So his head has that triangle-shaped eye color to let everything around him know that, hey, you do not want to mess with me because I can really, really hurt you.
No, I don't
So he's doing
understand.
that to protect himself and make things think that he's very dangerous, when in reality he's not. Now, another cool thing
Oh, he's
about
tiny.
snakes is the little rhyme that goes with them to differentiate them between coral snakes. Does anyone know what that rhyme is?
Is it sure
Red
it's
on yellow,
poisonous or not?
red on black,
Huh,
yellow
I
black,
don't
or
know.
Brenda Jack, or whatever
I
rendition
may
of
not
it
deal with
you know.
poisonous snakes.
So with that rhyme, I always like to tell people to just throw it away, get rid of it pretty much, because it only works pretty much east of the Mississippi River. Out here in Texas and down into Mexico, you have about 80 species of coral snakes, and they do not have such uniform patterns as most snakes here. So you're sometimes going to have a lot of black splotches all over the place. So sometimes you'll have that red touching yellow, very easy to tell, right? But you'll have red touching black, or red touching black and yellow as well. And the worst thing you want to do is go buy something as concrete as red as on black. I can pick that snake up, and then you pick up a coral snake. No one's going to have a good time if you get bit by a coral snake. So like I said, generalities like that aren't always so
Oh, yeah?
concrete and not always so good to use. The best thing to do is just use caution, give them their space if you're not sure, especially when it comes to coral snakes and milk snakes here in the area. Now another cool thing about milk snakes is that they are actually part of the king snake family. Does anyone know what that means? So that means that these guys, even as small as Strawberry here is, he doesn't look very ferocious, right? But he will eat other snakes. So if you put the word king in front of pretty much any snake name, kings, the whole king snake family, king cobras, that means they eat other snakes, or they have been observed eating other snakes. So these guys, they are part of that family, and they will eat venomous snakes, non-venomous snakes, and even snakes that are just a little bigger than they are. And it works out pretty well because they don't have lungs and legs like that, and they can tight. So they're going to circle down like big spaghetti noodles, and it works out really well. These guys do us a lot of good by helping with snake control and maybe even keeping those pesky venomous snakes away as well. Now the cool thing about milk snakes is that they're named the milk snake actually weeks ago or so.
Yeah.
So Meg here is a
Oh
Burmese Python.
my.
Like I said, these guys have a really good myth
Why, that's
going on about
huge.
them. It's been going through social media for probably the last 3
That's
to 5
Burmese
years.
Python, is it?
And so basically these guys, they are the 4th largest species of snake.
That is a really big snake.
And they're pretty calm overall, so people like to own them as pets. So this woman, she owned one as a pet, and it was probably about the size of Meg here. And she
Oh,
had
man.
it around her house. And so one day the snake
That is a
stopped
really
eating.
big snake.
Not super uncommon with snakes. Sometimes they'll skip a few meals or something like that. Nothing bad about it. So she didn't take it to the vet yet. But then all of a sudden she found it stretching out in bed next to her. And so she got really concerned. So she was like, it hasn't eaten now. It's acting really weird, stretching out next to me. She takes it to the vet. The vet tells her that it had stopped eating and was doing that because it was sizing her up to see if it could eat her. Has anyone heard that one before? Yeah. So it sounds a little ridiculous because it is ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense when you think of how these things actually work.
Oh, man, they should. Oh, man, baby. Oh.
Yeah, so if there are any more questions, we will let you guys open and kind of like, I think so. Yeah.
Oh, so we can pet this Burmese Python.
And
Do you guys have
Why?
any like species that's like
Yeah,
here that
to pet this Burmese Python, which is my first time.
so a lot of the enclosures.
Oh,
Yeah.
most of the time, if they have multiple of the same species, they're
Oh, that was
probably
really cool.
most of the time, yeah.
Oh yeah, Call of Duty.
Sometimes we'll
Yeah, it was really
look into
cool.
the zoos and see if they need any
My first time petting this Burmese
if they have a need for
Python.
them or something like that.
Definitely don't want to
You want a worm?
Hey, buddy.
I don't know.
Hungry?
You supposed to feed him the worm? You don't know?
Oh, what up, talk. Oh, the tacos here. He's hungry, huh?
You want something to eat? Yeah. You want to
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you guys want some too?
I have the Dollar Trouble.
You're just a greedy one, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, we did triple trouble. It's the goat. Or double trouble. Or triple trouble. Ah.
Hey guys, you gonna share?
Oh, hi.
There you go.
We did triple trouble. Yeah, yeah, we got trees. Feeding goats.
No. There you go.
Oh, jaguar and puma. A jaguar and panther. Oh. Bro, someone filming. Ah,
Here it comes.
there's koi fish. Wow. What's a koi fish? Koi fish?
What's up, dude?
Oh,
Like a big
it's
squirrel.
Capybara. Capybara.
Oh, we gotta have a sign around here telling you what it is.
I've never seen those before. They're like big old guinea pigs. Capybaras.
They're from South America. They call that capybara.
What's this?
Both of them are sleeping.
Well, I don't know. They're stupid.
Hey, buddy. You sleeping?
A lot of them are asleep. Alright. Don't watch Talk to Doodle Doo. What? Wait, Lemmer.
Hey, what do you guys doing?
Lemmer. Hey. Interesting. Please practice social distance. Is that part of a COVID or something? I don't know how to make monkey noise. Oh, yeah, chickens are just like literally everywhere. And peacocks as well. Chickens and peacocks are everywhere.
I got a big buffalo.
Well, it looks like that one monkey is giving other a back scratch. Oh. Honestly, oh yeah, feels good.
Thank you.
Oh, these little guys.
What's up, little dude?
Oh, there's no monkeys. Squirrel monkey. Oh. Ringtail lemur. Oh, now we have a camel and zebras.
Like Cuba and stuff.
Yes. John wasn't leaving us. How are they getting along together? I'm just curious. Or private encounter.
Getting all mad
What? Oh, what? What is that peacock trying to do?
Now you get mad at this chicken down here.
This chicken. What is that peacock trying to do with the chicken? What does it?
That's quite the crazy hairdo. That is.
Okay. Oh, what is that? Oh, foxes.
Yeah. Hello.
Oh. Oh, foxes. Oh, these are.
You know, big ears,
Oh. Oh. Nothing over here. Something over here.
I get a good job,
Okay,
man.
is that thing real? Is that thing real? Is it fake? Or is the real one here? Or what?
Can't even tell if he's real or not.
Oh, oh.
They're not cooked or anything. It's just something that we already saw them doing, and then we
Oh.
add a reward to it.
There's also something over
It
here.
doesn't actually help us. There is a
There's
reason to
something
have
over
Go
here.
have a look. See what she's doing?
paw up against the fence, like
Hi.
behavior, running the
All right.
down. 1 pound, I think she said it. It's really small.
Oh.
So they're super tiny. Now, they're 10 weeks old right now, and they're about 18 pounds.
It's a
So
lot of children.
they grow really fastly. So 1 pound the day that they are born. And then when her other litter left us, they were 8 months old. They were almost a year old. They already weighed 180 pounds. So they almost got to 200 pounds before they got to be a year old, which is pretty crazy. Do y'all want to guess how much Matswari weighs? You got to guess? 2,000. That's pretty big. So the bison are going to weigh 2,000 pounds. That's still a little big. 300 needs to be bigger than 300. 450, yeah. So he's 450 and Gala's a little bit smaller. She was catching up to him because she was getting that baby weight for a little bit there. We had to feed her some more so she could get that nutrients to her cubs when they were still in her tummy. But she weighs about 475 now, or 375. Do you want to do anything else for us, sir? You have to get up though. Come on. I can't make them do anything, so we'll see. You have a question? So he is, I always forget which one's older, but I'm pretty sure he's 7 and she's 8. And his birthday's in December. Hers is coming up, or it's not, but it's closer. It's in September. And Gala. He says, no thank you. Do not call her name. Alright, we'll see. Alright, while you're up, do you want to do anything? Or are you gonna just ignore me? Alright. No? Here. He knows it, I promise. There we go. Alright.
That's like train.
Yeah, he is cute when he does eat.
Like train.
Alright, we'll see. He does also know how to stand up. I can rarely get him to do it for me, but we'll see. If not, we'll ask him to lay down. I'm just a little scared to ask him to lay down because then he might not stand up again. No. I've only gotten him to stand a few times. Okay. Alright, we'll show you that he does know how to lay down. They just really do what they want, you know.
He's beautiful.
Alright, I want to try and get him a little full so that he'll let us play with her. Do you want to do anything else? We'll try the mouth again. There we go. Okay. Okay. No. Have any questions for me? Question?
You
forgot?
I don't have any questions at all.
Yes. Okay. You can think of it. I'll come back. You have a question down here? Huh? They can live into their 20s. Come on. Oh, he almost looks like he wants to. No. You have a question? He could bite if he wanted to. I'm not going to stick my fingers in there though, so I shouldn't get bitten. I am also the person that checks the fences in the morning, so I feel pretty secure with these fences in between us. Even though sometimes when he's growling, I can feel his breath on me. Alright, I'm going to see if I can sneak over. You have a question? They do stay here at night, but they actually go sleep in their bedroom. So those little doors, the left is his, the right is hers. And we actually feed them their whole meals at nighttime. So this is just a little tiny snack for them at night. So he gets about 9 pounds of meat. She gets about 7. And that is just their birthdays. His is in December and his is in September.
Oh, they don't wolf? Oh, yeah, I love wolves. They're like majestic.
Like for the babies, the incubation or the gestation?
Yeah, they don't wolf.
Gestation. It's only a few months actually. So we knew.
Oh, hyenas. Hyenas. I've never seen one of those in person before.
Yeah, they're not as gentle as the lion.
I have never seen hyenas before in person. They look quite big. Yeah. Oh man. Oh wow. They look quite huge.
What's up, buddy?
Oh my god.
Who's a good boy?
Who's that good boy? Yeah, who's that good boy?
It's the porcupine. Oh. Porcupine. Oh, an owl. I've never seen much owls in person. Yeah. Oh. Pretty cool. Alright, we're back inside. It looks like the Lord stage. Oh, there's one for the Lord. Oh, well.
Look at your little baby.
Okay.
Oh, he's not poisonous. Okay, go
It's the dude. He looks pretty big. Yeah.
Another one left here.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, golfer snake. Golfer snake, huh? They're not poisonous at least. Hey.
Oh, no, snake.
Oh.
Oh, that's a rattlesnake. Oh my goodness.
Oh, is this seal in there? Oh, king snake or coral snake? Is here some like are poisonous? Oh, they're all poisonous. King snake, king snake, I see.
This guy poisonous rattlesnake.
Rattle.
Might be a king cobra here. So you shaved his skin right here.
Is there?
Oh, there
Wait.
he is.
There's shut. Oh,
King
pink cobra. There's king cobra.
There he is.
Wait. Oh, there he is. I see. Alright, at least I'm not afraid of snakes. Oh, what's down here? Or more snakes. More snakes. Okay.
He's very
Let's
poisonous.
see if I can get the camera through the. Okay, there we go. Oh, what's this? Wait, a diamondback rattlesnake? Oh. Oh, hey, birdies. Birdies, huh? Oh goodness! I hope they are not swearing. What's that? Oh, spirit. What? Okay, okay. Boa and anaconda. Oh. I hope those people on the TV are not swearing. I hate those. Okay. What you got there? Yeah, I hope the people on the TV are not swearing. Oh yeah, crystal. Oh yeah. Her giant quartz. I'm trying to get some crystals. Ooh. Yeah, crystal.
Oh, that's a pretty one.
Oh yeah, that's new little gift shop has crystals, which I'm happy about. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna get some crystals. Oh, plushies. Yeah, I don't need any more plushies, but they're cute though.
Oh, green touches are cool. That's
pretty. Plushies are cute though, but I'm not gonna able to get any more plushies. I think that, yeah, always stick one of them and able to get Lion Cub. Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute. I'm trying to run a wall. Let's just want to get out. Oh, looks like you're trying to get out. Okay. I'll take it. Bunch of cute plushies. Oh, mermaid. Okay. Oh, yeah, Dreamcatcher. I have no idea which one I will pick. I have quite a lot of Dreamcatchers around in my bedroom. But I have no idea. I was interested in that white and blue. I don't know. Rainbow too. Tree of Life Dreamcatcher. Nice. Alright. Okay. Yeah, I picked some pretty crystals to bring home. And some of them for craft. I like that. Yeah, I found an interesting geode. I really like this. Over here, I found a geode. I need crystals to find here. Alright, so now that's an adventure for this today's vlog, and I had a lot of fun. The crystals are what all I got for now, and we're gonna head back home. So I hope you enjoy this vlog. Like, subscribe, and comment, and click that bell so you won't miss out for the future activities. So yeah, see you guys later. Bye, y'all. Bye.